Yo, what is up, guys? Eric Hill here, one half of the Hill Twins, back at it again for another video. As you guys can see, we got a dope gameplay video today for a highly sought out match. We got Bardock GT versus Son Goku GT, one of the actual matches that have been just kind of requested. This match is actually pretty interesting, and I couldn't wait to commentate and showcase it because there's a lot of things to take from the black versus black mirror matches, and whether it's Son Goku versus Bardock or Bardock v Bardock and Goku v Goku, there's a lot of things that you need to understand when approaching this match. So without further ado, let's jump in. One of the main things is going second. As you guys can see, I'm on the right. I unfortunately have to start the game, and my opponent gets the energy marker, which is extremely big. Now, normally it would be okay if I was able to start with the one-drop Kakarot, because Kakarot would allow me to get that energy marker, and I would essentially have 3 energy next turn, which would have been big. You're going to see why this is so important, because having that energy marker as early as possible in this mirror match really is important. Otherwise, you're at a disparity of resources, because you guys are basically both doing the same thing. Turn 2, I wasn't able to really do much, and as you guys can see, he's not really doing much on his turn 2, but he does have the energy marker. He drops his Foster, swings, and passes his turn. Now, had I had the Kakarot on this turn, it would have, on turn 2 or on turn 1, it would have been amazing, because I would be able to actually establish my 4-drop Son Goku GT at this point. But instead, I'm able to play my 3-drop, take the life. I'm not going to swing with the 3-drop because I just don't want him to be ran into, and I kind of do want to take life, see what I get. And this is kind of where the game really goes into a certain direction, with my opponent being able to establish his Son Goku GT 4-drop SCR. He's going to get that energy marker back, and now I have to take this pressure, and he was able to blow up my board. So that's actually really big. And so I think that it is important, whether you go first or second, to make sure that you have that energy marker established as soon as possible in the mirror match. Now I have to respond with his Goku with my Goku, which is good. Game is still going in a decent direction, as you guys can see. We both now have our SCRs. I'm going to go ahead and drop this Foster and draw that card, and then I'll be able to get my energy marker back. Using Bardock's top card, Scry, was a good card. I left it there. I'm trying to just swing straight pressure into this card here. Got rid of his 1-drops, and now I get to lock his Goku. So this is actually really good. But pretty much this is what you guys are both going to be doing. Honestly, Power Brothers is literally king in the mirror match. It's so important. Now Kratos, he's going to go ahead and draw. He starts attacking. And at this point, he establishes another Son Goku, and this is big because now he's able to just apply some pressure and then power my Goku. And now he gets to draw his 2, and that's just nuts. If I had a 5-drop, I think I would have slammed it down here, but I didn't. Instead, I'm going into my turn 5 rather, and I'm dropping another Goku. And as you can see, now we both have both Gokus on the board, and this is kind of toxic. So right now I'm just trying to do as much pressure to the Gokus, and what I should have did was actually just swing into the leader. I think that that approach would have just been better, because it would have forced him to actually defend more. So I think that was my error. I was just really focused on trying to get rid of these Gokus, when in reality I just needed to focus on hidden lead. So I'm going to draw my 2. Hand power is out the wazoo right now. I am awakened, so now these 30k attacks are going to be very you know, detrimental. And now he drops another one, guys. And yeah, he's luck of the gods. Now he can just swing lead and just start pressuring. And I'm at 4, so that's the big part. So I think one of the mistakes in this game was definitely should have just swung lead, because ultimately it would just require more from him. And as you guys can see, this Hercule is going to allow him to pick up a power. He's going to be able to lock that again. And that was big, because now I don't have access to my Goku, which is important. And now he locks both Gokus. This was such a big turn. I could not deal with the 2, and I damn sure can't deal with the 3. And he was able to draw 3 cards. And so establishing these Son Gokus as early as possible is so important. Now, the game could have went in my favor had I had maybe the 5 drop, or, you know, the energy marker with the pan. My hand is still very, very, very big. It's good. But he's just gotten so much value from these 3 Gokus. And so because I don't have another Goku, I would have been actually good. I would have been able to actually lock all 3 of his Gokus had I had another Goku, but that wasn't the case. So I'm going to go ahead and swing into this Goku. Scry top. I don't want the card, so I put it at the bottom, and I'm just going 30 there. But he can defend these cards just effortlessly. I think that was kind of one of my issues. Should have just been running into the leader early on. And you're going to see why that was important later on in the game. So, first time ever doing a mirror match. And I'm going to go ahead and drop this Kakarot and get this energy marker. And with this energy marker, I'll be able to do a Power Brothers. Yeah, Hercule first. I'm going to grab that Power. Going to be able to lock 1 for sure. Pick up another. So I got 2 Power Brothers at this point. I'll definitely be able to lock 2, which is big. And this is the reason why Hercule GT is just so good. So I'm going to Power, lock 1 of those. And then I'll be able to summon this 3 drop here. And at this point, I'll establish another energy marker. And I'll power the other. So that's actually really good. This was a good turn. And I think one of the other errors that I made here is swinging there and just comboing so much. You know, just 25, that's 35, 45, 55. Yeah, so I'll go 30, 40, 50, 60, 70K. I just really wanted this Goku dead. That would have been amazing for me. But he uses 2 super combos and a 5K to get out. And he's still unawakened, so he's going to be able to get those markers back at the minimum and draw cards. And so even though he did get rid of 2 super combos, he's able to draw those 3 next turn, which is extremely big. I think I should have just maybe swung into leader, left that combo power up for defense, and just used it to, you know, when I start going out at lead. That was one of my mistakes I personally feel in this particular game, especially because he just has so much value with these 4 drops. And so I'm going ahead and I'm defending now, and he drops his pan, and this is actually really big because pan is going to be able to bounce one of them, so I just did not get any value for these cards. And he does 2 pans actually, and that's huge here. You know, that's huge, 100%. So now he's just able to you know, get those cards back. He's able to draw more cards now for the pan, and his board is just at a different state. He uses the GT effect. He's gonna go pump this pan, and she's gonna go swing for 30K, and he's bouncing this card back to my hand, and that was hurtful because actually, had that card been able to stay on the board, then I would have been able to retaliate a little bit better next turn. And yeah, so he just has value here, and he's just swinging and drawing the cards, and now his hand is pretty pretty lively, and he gets to draw these 3 cards. That's just insane. As you can see, clearly. So I go ahead and charge this Kakarot. I don't know if it was the smartest play. I definitely know that I needed these energy markers as much as possible. But I'm going to go ahead and swing now 30 into, I believe it's the pan. Yeah, 30 into 30. I shouldn't have focused on those cards. Should have probably swung into the pan. Just make him give me more cards. And then I can blow them up after the fact. But as you guys can see, that Kamehameha is there. But I swing 25 into pan now. I'm going to draw this card, and I'm probably going to scry. And I'm going to leave it at the top because I know I'll be able to draw it. And that's one of the big pluses about Bardock. And he goes ahead and he combos to save the pan, and that is actually pretty good. Now that I'm thinking back at it, everything should have just been swung into the lead. Use this energy marker to crack the two pans, and you know, really not worry too much about what's next. I'm able to summon another Goku, which is good. I'll get this energy marker back. I'm swinging there. I get this energy marker, and I don't think he protects it this time because I think he. Oh yeah, he does actually protect it. And so this is kind of where the Big Bang should have came into question. I think that I do another para, but do I do the para? Yeah, no, yeah, I swing there, and now he allows it to die, and I think that's kind of with. Oh, he protects it. I thought it died. So this is where Big Bang should have came into play. It's definitely in my hand. Should have gotten rid of those two pants because they're just gonna net value. He's already defended them. He's already defended them with a great amount of combo power. And so Big Bang should have came down now, clear those two, and just worry about the 230k attacks. But I think I do this, and I'll pick up the para again. Okay, I realized the para wasn't in there, so... Oh no, the para is in there. Just wanted to take a step back real quick and just kind of analyze it. I'm under a lot of pressure right now with trying to figure out which the correct and the right play for what his field is looking like and for what the resources that he has. You know, it's a very difficult situation. A lot of players in these situations, they make the wrong moves, moving too fast. And this, I think, was definitely not. I don't think this was the right play at all. 100%. I think summoning Bardock was just not good. I think that I should have cracked the energy marker for these two. Clearly, he's not going to let his Goku die, so that should have probably went into pan. Should have went to pan and then went into the other pan. But then I'm going to para. But I think that I would have gotten more value for just getting rid of the pans because they're just going to allow him to draw cards and bounce my 4 drops back to my hand. So I'm able to lock his 2 Gokus again, which is really good. But, you know, he's just going to be able to, you know, summon it again. And as you guys can see, I draw my Goku here, and that's good. I really needed to get rid of the pan, I feel. 100%. Looking back at it now, I don't think that the Bardock was necessary on this turn. I did want to apply pressure. Should have probably went 30k into the first pan and then 20k into the other pan. The likelihood of him defending that pan would have probably been high. But ultimately, he's going to go ahead and summon this card here and get his energy marker. And that just allows him to, you know, have some more plays with leader effect and pan. Now, in terms of the matchup, swinging the 25k was perfect. I don't think that his... you know, using his energy marker effect on the GT was like anything important in this matchup per se. But think that that's where the misplace was. I needed both of these Gokus to be on the field so that next turn could be more explosive. If that was the case, I probably would have been able to have a better footing next turn. But ultimately, he's able to get this energy marker back. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's drawn all of his 3 drops now, and those are really good. I think I only drew 1 in this match, which was important. I wish that Bardock was actually a Goku last turn, because I would have been able to utilize the energy marker and then summon the 3 and use the energy marker again. So as you guys can see here, you see some visual frustration just at the fact that he was able to draw those. I was like, damn, man, that's good. So I gotta defend now, unfortunately, and you know, now I'm back to only having 1 Goku on the field again. To his 3, he's gonna be able to pick up. He locks this Goku now. It's just so big. Oh no, sorry, he locks that card. He locks the 3 drop, and he's about to deck out, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I couldn't, like, 3 Gokus is just nuts. So there was an error that I made in this game for sure, and it should have been killing the Pans 100%. So as you guys can see, his advantage is kind of like through the roof. Still did not draw a 5 drop. I was actually looking for it, and that's why I was actually taking some of the life the way that I was, because I just wanted to try and, you know, get to this Bardock as soon as possible. I really needed that on turn 5 or 6, if in fact I didn't have another Goku, which I didn't. I didn't have a Goku to follow up the next turn. So he had the 3, which was just amazing. So I'm trying to figure out what routes to take, what options do I have. I know this deck is pretty explosive. They are built with 10Ks. And, you know, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, what's my best course of action. As you guys can see, my life is pretty low here. I'm in the range of a potential Bardock, especially with his field, a Bardock double strike. So we were just fixing the field because I think he got rid of both of them by accident. So now I have to establish this card again, and this was the issue. If this card was on the field, I would have had access to play a 3rd Goku and kind of like try and stun these cards out, or just have plays for other things, but I had to waste 4 more energy to just resummon this card here, and it just was ultimately just not what I needed. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this Power Brother, and this is the reason why Hercule is so good in this situation, because I was able to like kind of like stun 2 of those Gokus, but I still didn't have a way to stop him from drawing cards, and their presence were looming on the board, you know, like a sense of impending doom. So I'll go ahead and summon the 3rd Goku. I felt like this was important specifically because of the fact that you know, I just wanted to like draw those cards and try and get, you know, those resources. And I ended up drawing 0Ks, I think, too. So we'll see what I draw ultimately. But as you guys can see, he's at 3 life, I believe. No, 4. And it's not the best situation at all. There was things that I definitely didn't understand about the match. Like, I had a preconceived like objective against it, but I was able to clear out these 2. I mean, I just think Pan and that card was still going to be a 30k attack. Maybe it was important to just stun the 4 drops so that he doesn't get a 3rd additional marker, but I just didn't want him to draw more cards, which now looking at it, he was close to decking out anyways. But it just wasn't a good situation nonetheless. So now he has all these attackers and this Bardock here, And my hand is like not terrible, but it's not good, clearly. I'm gonna go ahead and defend out here. I still have like a decent sized hand, but I'm out of super combos for the most part. I think I've used at least 2 already. As you guys can see, I finally drew that Bardock, but it was like too late. I drew it at the end of my last turn, and he would have been helpful last turn for sure. Just being able to take out one of those Gokus. And typically, the first Bardock will take out the Goku, and then their Bardock will take out your Bardock. So it's definitely worth it, because no matter what, you will keep your Goku, and they will lose. You will lose your Bardock. So that is important. As you guys can see, he finds the 4th Son Goku, and I'm just like, yo, I had to check my drop. Like, yo, I only used 1 of those. Yeah, that's why I put it to the top. I'm like, yo, I only drew 1. Like, this is bad. And at this point, I take the damage. I just didn't feel like comboing out. Like, I had combo power, as you guys can see. I just didn't feel like comboing out. It was a loss. It was a losing game. So I just respectfully scoop, and I'm like, yo, man, you're seeing the Gokus. It's like really, really, really big. It's really important. And it was just like a post-match analysis that we had. It was a very, very, very fun match. And I learned a lot from that match, and you know, how I approach it now will be much different. Key things to take from it, guys: you go first. You want to make sure you see Kakarot on turn 1 or turn 2. That way you can summon your SCR on turn 3, and that way you will be the first person to play the SCR, which is very important. If you go first. If you go second, you will have access to playing your SCR on turn 3 nonetheless, and you just got to pray that they don't get the energy marker by their turn 3, because now they're summoning their Goku on turn 4 realistically. So that's one of the key things to take from it. Yeah, so that's the match, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a great game nonetheless. Very, very good to watch. And yeah, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, guys, and like always, stay super. Catch us on the flip side, guys. See you later.